Edith Abbott was born in Grand Island in 1876. Her mother was an activist against slavery and a leader in the women's suffrage movement, and her father was the first lieutenant governor of Nebraska. Edith and her sister Grace both grew up with interests in public welfare and social problems. Miss Abbott played an important role in establishing social work as a profession that requires an education and practical training. She was the first woman in U.S. history to become the dean of a major American university graduate school at the University of Chicago, and trained several generations in the career of social work. She did this work during a time when women did not even have the right to vote. Edith went against the expectations for women of her time and devoted her life to social work instead of marrying or having children. Miss Abbott wrote numerous books on various social work topics and worked tirelessly alongside her sister Grace to improve social problems such as the mistreatment of immigrants, women's rights, and child labor. Edith retired to her hometown of Grand Island in 1952, and our library was named Edith Abbott Memorial Library in her honor. She passed away in 1957 and is still recognized as one of the most important figures in American social work. Edith Abbott was born and grew up during the Victorian Era, which is why we host an annual Victorian Tea Party in honor of her birthday, September 26th. If she was still alive, she would be 145 years old today. The Victorian Era is named after Queen Victoria, who ruled England for 63 years from 1837 to 1901. During this time, the world saw an industrial revolution and a lot of social change. The invention of many modern conveniences, such as the telephone, electric lights, and indoor plumbing, meant people had more time for art, literature, and recreation. For the first time, American writers and artists became popular and successful. Writers such as Louisa May Alcott, author of Little Women, were publishing many popular novels. People had more time and money for entertainment, such as going to the theater, watching sports, attending circuses, and reading newspapers, magazines, and books. Railroads were being built across the country, and steamships replaced sailing ships, making travel easier and faster. This was also the time of the Wild West, when people migrated to the western frontier in search of land and gold. Immigration to the United States was steadily increasing, causing some social challenges. Immigrants faced struggles such as prejudice, poverty, and child labor. The rights of immigrants were very important to Edith Abbott. This was a major area where she worked towards social reform. Family life was very important to Victorians. Many families were strongly religious and believed in a strict moral code. Manners and social etiquette were very important at this time. If you're interested in reading more about Edith Abbott or the Victorian Era, check out the website links with this video or stop into the library and check out some of our books on the topic.